guys already know this is the main one tapping in all the way from H-Town, Houston, Texas. I'm here with my boy T.A.G.
T.A.G.
T.A.G, very nice, very evil.
Well, that's tag shit.
The only thing we're gonna do is take over, baby.
Free fall as I dive through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really.
What it was and what it do, Tag Nation. Welcome to another episode of Tag Me In, aka TMI, with your soon-to-be favorite members of the IWC. You got myself, the disembodied voice of two-time, two-belt Scoot, and you got the man to my left, my best friend of me, my big brother, love him to death, Lil Dizzle. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
You just got the tag. You got the best frenemies at the moment. You know, hopefully that beautiful, handsome devil shows up at some point. But right now, you're just rolling with the best frenemies.
Absolutely.
Dizzle, how you doing, good sir? How you doing?
Well, you know, feel good. I can't complain. I could complain, but I'm not. Yeah. Not yet. At least.
Are you feeling a little bit Bojangle-ish today? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, nah. Well, it depends on what context, but you know. But you know what? No, save that because we are talking.
Trust. We will say that. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, let the people know that will be coming soon. But we're gonna get to the good. Here at TMI, we do the good, the bad, the ugly, and things like that. But right now, we're gonna go ahead and start with AEW. So AEW this past Saturday did have a Grand Slam in Australia. The show kicked off with a banger of Jon Moxley defending that Continental Championship against Konosuke Takeshita. And these men fought so valiantly, so hard that time ran out. Time just ran out. Like they was hitting each other with everything. And then time ran out. I love the initial moment of that time running out because it was like a hush over the crowd. Like, wait, was that supposed to happen? I don't think that was supposed to happen. Like, that kind of energy. But then eventually Takeshita did get the upper hand on Mox to kind of, I guess, send the fans home happy. If that's the way you want to put it. But yeah, what was your thoughts with this Mox versus Take match?
I wasn't mad at the match. I think the match was always going to be good. My only thing, because the stuff with the Death Riders is really overshadowing a lot of stuff that I think about anytime that they're in the ring. Because
okay,
like I can understand the AEW stance on heels and faces, but the Death Riders seem to be in this weird amalgamation of
face heel.
Yeah, and it's not in like the cool way where it's like an anti-heel, anti-face type thing. They're just like, we don't know what the fuck to do type situation. And it bugs me.
With that being said, it does kind of make you wonder, was something supposed to run its course, but maybe something may have happened here that we don't know about, that the reason why this is still the same iteration and this, that, and the third. Like, I don't know, because it does come off very weird. And it's like, right when you think like, and y'all are going to get the reference out there, it's like the Death Riders are now becoming a franchise movie. It's like, damn, we really got 11 Fast and Furious movies. Hey, don't say shit negative about the Fast and Furious movies. That is my favorite franchise of all time. You know, it's like, damn, we really got 7 Scream movies. Damn, we really got like 7 Jurassic Park movies. And it's like right when the Death Riders time is supposed to end, but wait, let them fight the Don Callis family first. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know, it's funny that you unintentionally made that reference when you said, but wait, because I would equate that to the Scary Movie franchise.
Yeah, because we're about to get Scary Movie 6 this year.
Now, granted, I think Scary Movie 6 might, and this is off the
Oh
cuff
yeah,
now,
oh yeah,
but I think
oh yeah,
Scary Movie 6
absolutely.
might be the comeback for the series.
Oh, I
'cause
think.
the women-
I mean, the wins are back. So yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah, either way, this 100%. I feel exactly that.
Well, also on Dynamite, Mox threw out the challenge to Takeshita. Don Callis, Uncle Callis, accepted on his behalf. And let me see if I have that graphic. Yes. Let's see if it pulls up. So at AEW Revolution, we will have a Continental Championship match. And as y'all can see, Mox, Takeshita, no time limit. So that would be the end all, hopefully the end all be all to this situation, because we won't have any time limits. So they can fight to their heart's content until we get a winner for that Continental Championship.
Now, I will say that this was a good way to kind of bounce back from that. And I think this technically should be the way that anything always works itself out, because you could have easily left it alone and kind of just went away with it like that and then just went on to something different. But to use that to then propel to this, I think is fine. I think it's one of those situations where it's like, I'm okay with this versus them just having back-to-back rematches and shit.
Yeah, because Mox is still on that whole I want my lick back. He's still on the I want my lick back for Takeshi beating me in the C2. So also what went down at Grand Slam, we had a mixed tornado tag match, and the loser of the fall was getting their respected hair shave. Y'all, there was no question that Wheeler Yuta was going to be the one to lose this match. There was no question. Yeah, it would have been a swerve if it would have been Marina, but now I do appreciate the fact that after Yuta lost, he tried to run, and Mox was like, nah, go out there, you own up to it, you lost it, take it like a man. And they gave that boy Wheeler the Terry Bollea special.
Man, it's kind of it was typical. It was expected. It was. Yeah. I just wish that they would have gone with Marina, because I think it would have upped her character. Now maybe she didn't want to shave her head.
Yeah,
but I think with everything that's been going on with her lately, with them trying to give her like a slight push to be as intense, I think her shaving her head would have benefited her, and then potentially a new direction of the Death Riders.
Giving that old school Serena Deeb.
Absolutely. But
and see, this is also the big issue of when you also have a star that's so big and you don't know what to do with them, because now they just got Toni Storm just doing shit. Like, you could tell they want her out the main title picture to kind of give other women a chance, but you can see how it looks so forced and awkward because Toni just out here just doing shit. Like, she's just doing shit until I guess it's time for her to potentially circle back around to the championship again.
Well, I think that's more AEW's fault, because the thing is,
absolutely,
any performer can only do so much at what you give them. So she was already stagnant before when she came in, Toni Storm regular, and then with the Outcast, and nobody really cared. And she was at that point, what, 2-3-time AEW's women's champion. And
I think before she switched to Timeless, I think she was 2, 1 or 2.
Okay, so yeah. So with that, you already gave her stuff, but nobody gave a shit. And then she does this, and she knocks it out the fucking park. And at that point, with her being able to do that, now it's up to AEW to find the best way to book her. At the same time, now this is a two-pronged thing, because I think the women on AEW should then step up, but AEW also has to do something with their women as well on their end, because you can't just expect the women to want to step up and then you not do anything with them, because it's your job to promote them. So, but also we had
AEW Women's Tag Team Championships. The Babes of Wrath took on Mega Bad. Once, like we said in the preview show, if this was Sisters of Sin, I would have felt completely different. But at no point did I ever think that Mega Bad was going to get those belts off of Harley and Willow, especially in Harley's home country, because this was the first time where Harley could truly, because last time they was in Australia, you know, she had that losing effort to Mercedes. So this time she could be, you know, hometown hero this time around. So, which she did end up being hometown hero. And then Lena Cross, who I am not familiar with whatsoever, she showed up, helped beat up the Babes of Wrath, and nothing came about this on Wednesday. There was nothing mentioned about that on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, Willow had a fatal four-way. It was Willow, Mina, Megan, and Marina for the TBS championship. Willow retained. She ended up rolling up Mina to retain, but there was nothing mentioned about Lena Cross and potentially being with Mega Bad. So yeah.
Okay, so then
and in case people are wondering, yes, Marina and Megan did mix it up at some point in the match.
Okay, so it's almost like perfect that this was like right after what we just talked about. So this is a situation where this is in AEW's hands. You set up something at Grand Slam that should have led to something different, and you basically gave us more of the same instead of capitalizing on a pivotal moment. Because if you have Mega Bad lose and then you have them come run roughshod on everybody at the end of the match, that's something that you should then lead to in the following show to then build interest, because you basically had somebody debut and you do nothing with them to gain any type of interest. So it's like and not to mention, like, and look, I love everybody in this match, but this match was not my favorite. I did not like this match at all.
Oh no, I can 1000% agree with you. I wasn't the biggest, like, I mean, it was good seeing it, but honestly, I really think this whole thing was booked for the fact of Harley getting her hometown situation.
I think was it this? I think it was this match and another match that also felt pretty weird as far as like just the sequence of moves. Everything kind of, it just felt off. Maybe it was the Hangman and Andrade. I don't know.
We'll get to that in a bit.
Again. Yeah.
And to wrap up more of the women's situation, Thunder Rosa is officially back. And she's somewhat aligning herself with Statlander, because Statlander was like, you know, Tekla, I'm not necessarily mad at you for winning my belt, but I'm mad at you for winning my belt. And then not only that, but then you have the rest of the Triangle of Madness. So Thunder Rosa in her first match back is going to take on Julia Hart on Collision. So, and then you had the Brawling Birds, Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor, taking on the team of Becca and Biba Vam. They get the dub. So most likely at some point, the Brawling Birds are probably going to be coming for those tag team championships really soon, since they, you know, did a few weeks of vignettes and, you know, now they're here. So that's where the women stand for the most part. So let me ask you this. If Tekla retains against Stat, because most likely we're probably going to get Tekla and Stat at Revolution, is this the best way for Mercedes to get that belt? Because now she can just beat Tekla for it.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay,
but that's contingent on how she comes back. Because if she come back a heel or does she come back a face? There is a very low percentage that I believe that she would come back as a face. And I don't think there's any money in building a heel Mercedes versus a heel Tekla match. Even with the whole prospect.
We don't believe in heels and faces.
Correct. So and even with that, you would really have to build up Tekla as an opposing face. To be perfectly honest, you'd have more money in a Tekla versus Athena match and then have Mercedes come back for that. In my personal opinion.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so like I said, most likely we're going to get Tekla and there he go, y'all. That beautiful, handsome devil down there. Jaeger Bombastic, so fantastic. Gonna give him that applause right there. Matter of fact, yeah. Also at Grand Slam, we had for the TNT Championship ladder match, Kyle Fletcher defending against Mark Briscoe. Surprise, surprise, Kyle Fletcher retained to Mark Briscoe. Nothing was really so on Dynamite. They was kind of insinuating that that Fletcher was kind of still coming home. That he wasn't at home yet.
Doing a proper celebration with Takeshi.
Yeah, so I guess and for those who didn't know, that now the new the TNT championship, is pink with the pink straps, which actually doesn't look bad, by the way.
It ain't bad.
But yeah, so there was a moment where the Death Riders challenged the Don Callis family, and from the way it made it sound like it's going to be a 5-on-5 match on Collision, I don't know, but that's the way it was kind of insinuating. And then Okada shows up at the end, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm here to, because I still need to defend my international championship, and I know how to get the job done other than Takesha and stuff like that." So
he's like, I showed up to work.
Yeah, that's what it was. I showed up to work.
Unlike Takesha.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like I said, Fletcher retains. Once again, no real surprise. I mean,
after 7 matches of that shit, yeah.
So no surprise.
Not trying to throw shade. Those are good matches, but 7 of them, fuck.
Yeah. But also, Dizzle kind of made mention to it. We had Adam Hangman Page, 1/3 of Jet Set Rodeo. I almost said Jet Set Radio. Jet Set Rodeo.
That was their plan, Scoot.
1/3, I know, right? 1/3 Trios champ taking on Andrade El Igalo to determine who will get that world championship match against MJF or Brody King at the main event. As Dizzle said, yeah, this match was a little off. It did feel a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I said it wasn't necessarily a bad match. It did feel a little weird. But
going against you for these technical predictions, I just went all the way out in left field. So my brain started throwing. You know what? What if Hangman loses this shit? Damn, that's a nice looking belt. I'm not gonna lie, that pink doesn't look bad. I know it looks good,
talking
right?
about with the pink strap, but yeah.
Yeah.
Back to it.
Went all the way out left field, thinking okay, who's gonna win this? Who's gonna win that? I honestly concocted a whole narrative in my head, but we'll talk about that with the main event as well.
Well, okay, so funny enough, when Dizzle and I was talking about it, we were saying we really wanted Andrade to win because it seems like this would be the best time and possibly the only time for Andrade to
give him a proper push. Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing I initially had Andrade on my predictions to win, but luckily I did switch up my stuff because with last week's Dynamite going completely off the rails with all the shock value, I was like, they're not going to do that again. So they're gonna easily go the safe route. So that's why I picked the way that I did in the end, because initially my shit was all over the place. And the reason that I picked Andrade was primarily because of the Chris Van Vliet interview with MJF running down all the people that he's faced, because Chris was asking him about the people that he's faced and what was his favorite match, stuff like that. and he had mentioned Andrade as far as somebody that he would want to face. And I was like, put a pin in that. So I was like, all right, cool.
Right.
So I was like, this, and then going by what Scoot was talking about last week, I was like, this might be the chance to pull the trigger on it, because what other chance will you have outside of sometime later on? Because I don't think Andrade is going to be in anybody's picture, especially if we're going off of what could be the speculative stuff happening now in AEW with people potentially turning heel and all this other shit. So
but yes, if y'all didn't get the context clues, Hangman Adam Page gets the dub, and his opponent will be decided between MJF and Brody King. Due to the, I know that like that, and that was the only poster they had, and I was like, this is an interesting poster right now. But due to the shock victory of Brody King beating MJF in an eliminator, there was no way on God's green that I think Brody King bars was gonna beat MJF for this championship.
Honestly, if they decided to just, the only way I see it actually happening was the fucking plot twists that I had like cooked up in my head to try and go against Scoop for these technical predictions championships. And where I'm like saying, fuck it, they just throw it all at the wall, like try and just like establish these new talents and have Andrade win and have Brody King win and have them actually go against each other. It would have, like, in my head at the time, it sounded great, but that was mainly because I was just trying not to predict the same way as you. Which, I mean, no, I can just I can fucking just predict the same people, but maybe just switch up the moves that they get used. But I don't feel like being that. Petty's not the right word.
Yeah, it's like
technical. It's a realm between technical and petty that I don't think I'm comfortable like walking into, you know? So maybe I need to do the Lip Dizzle route and leave that up to Juggs or Leo.
But with that being said, and their interaction on Dynamite, it is official at Revolution. We are going to get MJF taking on Hangman Adam Page. Now, what made it interesting was on Dynamite, and they had their one-on-one. And Dizzle, did you watch Dynamite?
I did not.
Okay, well, you're gonna hate this. You're gonna hate this. Hangman was like, MJF, you know damn well this needs to be more than just a regular match. We need a stipulation. No. Oh no, it gets better. So Hangman proposed, I pick a stipulation, you pick a stipulation, and then of course the crowd was chanting Texas Death. So MJF was like, Cowboy, please. So Hangman looks at MJF.
This is going to be anything other than a regular schmegular wrestling match. Just down the line, regular ass.
You letting that cowboy shit get to your head. So Hangman Adam Page does the unthinkable. He tells MJF, you give me, we make this match a stipulation match. And if I lose, as long as I live, I can never challenge for the AEW World Championship again.
Wait, hold up.
Yep.
He pulled the Cody Rhodes.
Not the caveat of, hey, as long as you're champ, I can never challenge.
No.
He said as long as he lives.
Bro, he went the Cody Rhodes route.
Yes, he said as long as I live, if you win, I could never challenge for this championship again. So, of course, the crowd was chanting Texas Death. So he tells MJF Texas Death, and he tells MJF, I give you a week to decide your stipulation. So maybe next week, MJF may have his stipulation that he wants to vie for. But
yeah, because MJF was for some reason thinking that we're going to let him believe that. Where he's like, you know, you got to give me some time to think about it. You know, Revolution's a bit of a ways away, blah, blah, blah.
But the caveat is, regardless, if Hangman lose, he can never challenge for the AEW World Championship as long as he lives Look, Dizzle, what are your thoughts and feelings?
I heard that sigh from here.
All right. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna take my bias from this all the way out.
Okay. Take the bias out. Throw it out the window, y'all.
This could be a
Don't do that.
This could be a good thing. Only if everything lines up correctly. One,
okay,
they do it better than what Cody did, where
okay,
they actually turn it into a story that's worth telling. Now, the other part of this is using Swerve, which means,
oh, we'll get to that in a second.
Now I'm about to tinfoil hat all of this.
Okay,
let him talk.
MJF wins this match. Hangman agrees to the stipulation. He can't challenge for as long as he lives, right? Ospreay comes back, beats MJF for that title, right? Swerve turns heel. Swerve turns heel, eventually beats Ospreay in like the
put a pin in that. Put a pin in that.
Absolutely. Swerve becomes the top heel in AEW, running roughshod.
Definitely put a pin in that.
Hangman has to watch Swerve be the most dominant. Well, I won't say the most dominant heel because that still goes to MJF, but basically taunting Hangman because there's nothing that he can do. Because again, he's made the stipulation: I can never challenge for this
again.
So he is just rubbing it in his face, and they find a way to then get Hangman to work his way out of this stipulation to then eventually be able to challenge for that championship again. That's the only way that this works.
Well, so let's put a pin and let's run the parallel story. So the main event of Dynamite, Kenny O taking on Swerve. Great,
fantastic match. Oh my god,
Swerve,
that match.
Yes.
Oh,
yes, it was actually pretty
30,
good.
I was like, well, it's like a straight up 30, 35 minute banger, dude.
If there was anything I say go back and watch on Dynamite from last night, definitely this. But Swerve
this is
a
fucking pay-per-view level match, and I don't know why the fuck. Oh man!
And I thought this was going to be on Grand Slam. That's why when I had some of my predictions the first time, I had it like this.
Right? So Swerve gets the W. Swerve gets the W.
Okay.
He reverses out of the one wing angel. He does some things. Eventually, he hits Kenny with the big pressure. He gets the W.
He does some things.
So, after the match, Swerve is there. You know, Nana's, doing the Nana. Swerve starts beating the shit out of Kenny O. Swerve is just on top of Kenny O, beating him. And Nana is like, boss, what's happening? So Swerve then takes the chain and proceeds to hang Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Then, after he hangs Kenny Omega, he proceeds to grab the steel steps, peel off the top layer of the table, and hits the vertebreaker on Kenny Omega through the table. And as he's saying this, he's over Kenny Omega saying, I needed this. So that's why your top heel theory next to MJF is kind of there because Swerve just flipped the switch.
To
Kenny O.
To make that quote go full circle, though, they had a little vignette, or not vignette, but a little interview moment that they do like they would do for Collision.
Mm-hmm.
But they had it with Mina Shirakawa. They had it with Willow Nightingale. They had it with a few people. Then they had Kenny, and then they had Swerve. Swerve doesn't even cut a promo. He just goes, "I need this."
Yeah.
And so it was a little poetic to see him at those credits come up, go, "I needed this."
Mm-hmm.
But definitely watch that fucking match. Sorry to let you know what happens post.
No, it's fine. No, I'm because I was already intending on watching Dynamite after this.
Okay.
But yeah,
So where's that put your theory at now? So
Oh, you here for it?
It stands. It stands.
Okay.
100% stands. Because the thing is, again, that's why I said it's the only way that this shit makes sense. Because
Right.
because again, it's a stupid stipulation. And even when Cody did it, it was stupid, but it was stupid because he had an out and he never used it. And I get you could take the whole, it's an honorable thing to do, even though I'm an EVP, I can't,
Yeah, he could have came back as Stardust or something, you know?
well, no, I mean he could have easily turned heel and then just been like, I'm an
Fuck
EVP.
that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw my power around. He didn't do it, but it's fine, whatever.
Even though we wanted him to, but no.
and you know what? WWE has a chance to make that happen, and so does Cody. Cody is probably the main person to make that happen, but I digress. Yeah, this situation, because the thing is here, you're going to need somebody outside of MJF that's able to pull that heel like aura and mentality. And the thing is with MJF is going to be splitting his time anyway with movies and shit. So it's best to have somebody who's going to be able to be that full-time professional wrestling heel. That's not to say that Swerve won't be doing stuff outside of AEW, but right now he is very loyal to AEW. I don't think Swerve goes back to WWE at all.
I don't think so either.
So
At this point, not.
I think right now he's got his flag planted AEW. And right now he's at the perfect position where he's been a heel already. He's been a very successful face, and now as the gears turn, it's time to go back to being a heel. And now you can be an even bigger heel because of how big of a face you were. So yeah, and then to be able to take Hangman out of the picture for a little bit as far as the main event scene, to let some other people shine. 100%. 100%.
He had been riding that tweener line since he came back, and I'm just glad to see a full tilt in one direction or another. I'm glad that it's heel though, but damn, why did it have to be Kenny O?
Because you take out one of the most beloved faces.
That's true. That's usually what you do, right?
And he can't do it with Hangman yet because they just technically made up and all this other shit. So that's why it works to take Hangman out of the picture, because then you don't have them intersecting.
Dang, what if he finishes the? All right, never mind. Sorry, we'll get down there when we get to Revolution.
Yeah, this is the right direction.
But yeah,
so, it's gonna be a great direction.
That was pretty much Grand Slam, and I guess another thing to bring up with Dynamite is Hook pretty much iterated the fact that he's the current leader of the Ops while Joe is out with injury.
So we two of them. What the fuck?
Yeah. He just grabbed him a bit.
But he said that now he's on a recruiting mission. He said Shibata is Japan. He said Shibata is in Japan recruiting people, and he's going to start recruiting people. So it's time to bring in new blood to the.
He said everybody's been trying to recruit me because I've been D1 my whole life. I was just like, all right. It's like, here's a quick little explanation on why Joe isn't on TV. Here's what I'm supposed to be doing. Here's why Shibata isn't on TV. That shit cracks me up.
So pretty soon I guess we're gonna see some new members of the Ops. I don't know who that's gonna be, but sure. But yeah, so that was pretty much AEW for this week. As Dizzle and I had talked about last week, more competitors have been added to the Elimination Chamber. So between SmackDown and Raw, we now officially have Asuka and Alexa Bliss joining Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton in the women's elimination chamber.
Okay.
And I totally forgot who the I think it's Io, Natty, and somebody. No, actually no. Natty already competed.
No, Natty lost.
Natty lost.
Was it with Asuka?
Yeah, it was that one.
Asuka and Bailey.
It's Io and two other women. And I forgot who's supposed to be the other women for SmackDown with this one. But yeah, they did announce it on Raw. But that is what your women's elimination chamber is looking like so far. And if they got everything planned that they think they may have planned for Mania, then we definitely know Rhea's not going to win, because it seems like Rhea and Io are going to be defending against the Bella Twins. So
Huh?
yeah, because the Bella Twins want the tag team titles. So
I reemphasize. Huh?
yeah.
What year am I in again?
I know, right? Unless they do some type of multi-team situation, but
I think they're gonna go that way.
Multi-team, yeah, I can see that.
It's the only believable shit.
Yeah,
like it's and look, do I think that the Bellas are gonna win? Because I don't think the money is taking the titles off of Rhea and Io.
Yeah.
Rio.
But if you are going to put them on the Bellas, they cannot pin the champions.
Absolutely not.
I 1,000%
Absolutely
agree.
not.
Okay, so for Raw, it is Raquel, Kyrie, and Io. That is the last match for Raw. And for SmackDown, they do not show me what the SmackDown one is at the moment. But I know
let's go into Raquel.
I know Charlotte is in the SmackDown one.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I know Charlotte is in the SmackDown one. Yeah.
So you got this works, because then you got three relatively small competitors. Then you got Rhea, Raquel, and then Charlotte.
So, but yeah, so that is the women's elimination chamber. And then for the men, as Dizzle and I stated before, who's joining Randall and LA Knight, you got the young OG, more on him later, Javon Evans and Cody Raheem Rhodes. So I know for the men on Raw, Bronson Reed, Jey Uso, and the original El Grande Americano is the last one for that one. And I forgot who SmackDown's match as well. So
when are they gonna drop the act on El Grande Americano?
At WrestleMania.
It's really gonna be that fucking long. I mean, if they didn't do it at Rumble, it might as well be at Mania, right?
Well, because they're building for a mass versus mass match.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much. That's what they're building towards. So yeah.
All right, whatever. Fine. Keep it.
So
I don't like it anymore. Let my man be maskless already.
But you know, that's the crazy part of what Dizzle and I was talking about last time, because all you really see is Cody Rhodes winning this. You know, unless Drew pulls some shenanigans, you know, Cody's most likely going to win, and it's going to be like, okay, so we did all of this just for Cody to get the W. Yay. You know, like, yay.
And then he officially changes his name to Raheem. Anyways.
I know, right?
I would appreciate a pivot.
On the last day of Black History Month. Come on.
I'm telling you, I don't know whether I would be disrespected or just like with it. So I really don't know.
I would appreciate a pivot. I want to pivot. I would honestly want want LeKnight to take this.
So you want LeKnight to challenge Drew?
I think it would be a shot of adrenaline, no pun intended. But at the same time, I'm kind of sticking with my other prediction, which is kind of a callback to Michaels and Taker Elimination Chamber, or
okay.
Michaels and Benoit for WrestleMania 20 when he interjected himself into Chris Benoit's win at Rumble and signed the contract for that triple threat match to make it a triple threat match. So personally, I honestly think that this is going to be a situation where if they're going that route, we're going to end up getting Cody winning, and then it's starting to set up for a Drew versus Cody for the umpteenth time at this point. Since he's going to be Raheem, we might as well go ahead and use Ebonics for the shit. But that, and then I think it'll get to the point to where people are getting tired, like, oh, we don't want to see Drew and Cody again, and then you get Sammy being interjected, you get Jacob Fatu getting interjected into it, to where it becomes a fatal four-way for the WWE Championship, which we haven't had a big multi-man match for the title in a very long time when it comes to a Mania. So
that is true.
That at least that's my prediction. But you know, hey, if you want to go ahead and make it fun for everybody else, go ahead, let a new person come into the main event for night one. And or I mean, depending if they use the women for night one, but go ahead and have LeKnight get his shot and maybe potentially win against Drew.
Oh,
I would accept that.
For the men tomorrow on SmackDown, Carmelo Hayes, Damian Priest, and Trick Willie.
Oh, Trick's going.
Yeah.
Trick's going.
It should be Trick.
And they are not letting me see what the last women's match is. Hold on. But yeah, so
Charlotte will be taking that.
Yeah, like I said, I know it's Charlotte and other two, so I can't remember.
Charlotte and
okay.
other two.
Charlotte, Kiana James, and Nia Jax.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Nia Jax is definitely winning.
So
I'm sorry. Nia Jax should be
sorry.
focused on them tag titles.
Yeah, especially if it's going to be possibly a multi-team situation. So yeah, so that is your Elimination Chamber. So before we move on to the other two news stories, as of right now, gentlemen, WWE has a injury problem, because right now Roxanne Perez, B-Fab, Sheamus, of course KO, Jada Parker, who was recently injured, Michin, Bianca Belair, of course Seth Rollins, Rizzo from NXT is still out, Braun Breaker is out, Piper Niven, Chelsea Green, Zoe Stark, of course, Elton Prince, Rey Mysterio, and recently Xavier Woods. That is 16 wrestlers currently injured in the WWE at the moment.
All right. So
Jesus Christ.
First and foremost,
health and safety to everybody.
This is where everybody stops making fun of Mike Mizanin.
Right?
Being like him, one of the safest, most professional workers in the ring. And this man only been hurt one time, and even then it wasn't that bad. So put some respect on the Miz's name.
You're right, because every other time you see him hurt, it's just a work. Jeez, that's right.
So now, secondly, Miss Belair, I take back what I said. I saw the picture of that knuckle, and I did not know. And because I've come on here and I've made fun. I'm like, it's just a knuckle. Like, it must be that bad. But yeah, no, it is that bad. Holy shit.
That shit was gnarly as fuck.
Looks like a fucking lollipop.
Not to take it back in time a little bit, but did you see was it Gabe Kidd versus Mox at the beginning? No, it wasn't Gabe Kidd, my bad. But
dude,
Mox's match with the opener.
Dude, hey, when you watch it, Dizzle, there's a moment where Mark Davis is trying to punch Mox and Mox moves. He punches the shit out of that ring post.
And just busts his shit.
Oh shit.
Like,
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like, I didn't know
shit.
ring posts could work like that.
God damn.
Cause,
Okay.
cause like it was one of them situations, like, you know how sometimes you may get so upset that you punch something and then you realize the thing you punch was the hardest fucking substance. And then, you know,
It was one of those.
Yeah, it punched back. It punched back. Like Davis's shit, like that shit was crazy. And like even because like what made it so crazy was that you could hear the sound that, oh no, it wasn't like a pulled punch. Like he actually punched that shit.
It went.
So, but yeah, so Woods, like I said, him being the most recent, he just said that he had a shoulder situation. Jada Parker, who was injured, I think last week, it's a potential neck situation. So hopefully, you know, it's not too serious because the way Blake kind of slammed her on her head, it looked kind of. So hopefully that's not too serious. But yeah, WWE, man, they got a lot of goddamn injuries right now.
Blake was too used to working with Tony Storm.
I guess so. But yeah,
that's the only retort to that.
All right, gentlemen, we've skirted around it enough. Let us get to it. Kevin Nash recently made some comments about the young OG Javon Evans, and his first original insert was, "He's an incredible athlete. He's a little bit too fucking Bojangles for me. I wish he was a little bit more urban." That was the original comment. Then, you know, when he was getting pushed back through people online and stuff like that, he came back and said, how often have you heard the term Uncle Tom? Most likely it was used in a degrading way. If you actually read the literature, Uncle Tom was whipped to death for helping free 2 female slaves, he wrote. I apologize for the use of the term Mr. Bojangles. It was in poor taste and obviously offensive. I just see talent being pushed in a direction that I disagree with. He should be the male version of Sol Ruka, more on that, more contemporary than urban. It's funny how I'm usually the only person who pays attention to the development of Black talent. Now, after there was more pushback, his last statements, "No worries, I won't make the mistake of saying anything about the young OG. I've read the comments and I agree. If he fails, it's on him. Haven't seen a comment from anyone who's made millions in the business. I didn't coin him an original gangster. Won't change my life either way." That was one Kevin Nash. Actually, that was one Mrs. Williams, but yeah, that was the full situation of Kevin Nash. Now, I'm gonna let you gentlemen speak before I pretty much gonna use this as my get it off your chest moment. So whoever wants to take this first between Dizzle or Yeager. Pause.
I feel like I don't really have any room to stand on when it comes to this type of shit.
Well, with that being said, Dizzle, you have anything before I get things off my chest with this one?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Okay, so this is going to be one of those cases of poor choice of words. Yes. And I say that because here's the main issue, and I think this has been taken a little too far on the getting offended in, because I think one thing we got to do as far as IWC is we can't listen automatically with the means to get offended, because I get the way that it sounds, and it sounds fucking bad.
It sounds el terrible.
But But when I was saying in the beginning of this, when I said when we were talking, we'll get back to it, where I was like, when you had made the comment about the Bojangles stuff, and I was like, it depends in what context, because as far as the minstrel aspect of it, yeah, there is the negative implication, and you can get to the Sammy Davis Jr. song, Mr. Bojangles, the same way. But at the same time, the term Bojangles does mean squabbler or happy-go-lucky. And that's where I would agree in the context of what probably he was trying to say. The only problem is he used urban after that.
Mm-hmm.
So when I listened to it, I had the same criticism for Javon Evans, because when he does come out, he's very showy. He's very just like real super babyface. But at the same time, the comment that Nash made, it's too early to make that comment, because when you're that young and you're that big of a babyface, you need to be that type of babyface, because you're going to be placating to the younger audience. And at the same time, you're a high flyer. Everything that you do is catered to being the entertaining part of that. You're not, because one, the urban aspect, you don't have to really worry about him being that. Right now, the person that's doing the most fantastic job of being that is Trick Williams. He is doing a fantastic job and getting the right ovation for that. You don't need two people on opposite shows to do that. Javon Evans is doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Now, when it comes to his in-ring work, can he be a bit more, which is more to the Sol Ruka thing? Sol Ruka is more, she's more A to B when it comes to her moveset. She's more serious, more serious than him when it comes to her in-ring stuff. Her stuff is more, it seems more polished. Javon Evans, if you watch him in the ring, he is all over the place because he doesn't take his time when he does his moves. He's really just like bam, 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 bam. And I believe that he should take his time when it comes to that, because he's not as composed, because he doesn't let things breathe. That's where I agree with Nash in the context of what I believe he was trying to say. Now, I think he probably should have just left it alone after the first tweet. I think he probably should have apologized and then not try to explain himself, because when he tried to explain himself, this was an even worse case of poor choice of words, because you didn't help yourself, because nobody heard the apology after you said what you said after that, because it didn't help.
Yeah.
And then even after that, you then said the one thing that you probably should have said the second time, because then at that point you would have already had people that would have been like, fuck Nash, whatever. You're not finna change anybody's opinions after saying what you say, because people are already gonna have that preconceived notion that it's not gonna get any better, especially with how things were back in WCW with the Wolfpack. With the Wolfpack, it was super hip hop, and there was no black people in the Wolfpack. And
not a one.
They had the most urban look out of all of the NWO factions. Mm-hmm. So now, granted, the Wolfpack theme song still one of my favorites, but
oh yeah,
not the point.
And then of course you will be wearing the black and red as well.
You
black
know
and
what?
red slab.
I wasn't even making. You know what? Yes. Okay. This was unintentional, people. Completely unintentional. But thank you for, because I completely forgot that I put this on. But yes. It is one of my favorite NWO factions. But regardless, this was a huge poor choice of words, and I get that what he probably was trying to say made sense, but to go to that link to say it in that context, there's almost no defending it, and that's what sucks about it, because I can see what he's trying to say. If that's what he's trying to say, if he meant it a different way, then there's no defending it. But with the context that I'm looking at it from, based on my perception of how I see Javon Evans, it was almost the same. But yeah, man. Holy shit. But yeah, that's it, man. That's what I got on it.
First and foremost, I'm gonna say this: do I think Kevin Nash is a racist? No, I don't.
100%.
Do I think Kevin Nash has foot and mouth disease? Absolutely.
100%.
This and see, you know what? In order to tie this back together, this is literally going back to the Hangman CM Punk situation. We know who you are, Kevin Nash.
Gotcha.
We know who you are. We know what you've done and all of this. You are talking to a 21-year-old kid. You are talking to a 21-year-old kid who has been in the WWE not even fully 2 years, who has made the roster who has made the main roster within 2 years. I promise you, I don't understand what is wrong with the IWC sometimes when they just can't let shit cook. Like, how can Javon Evans be taken serious when he's beefing with the Americanos? He has been beefing with El Grande, Rayo, and Bravo, aka Ludwig, Tyler Bate, and Pete Dunne. He had his true first serious match with Gunther and I forgot which. He ended up winning. Now he's in the chamber. The dude just got here. Like, he just got here, and the way you criticizing him about you want him to be more contemporary and more urban and be more like Sol Ruka. Sol Ruka is a fucking surfer. And when he was a YN crash out on NXT, people criticize him because, oh, we scared. We don't know what he's talking about. The things he's saying scares us. This man, y'all gonna give this 21-year-old a fucking complex to where he ain't gonna know what the fuck to do, because you got the IWC saying shit about him. You got fucking legends saying shit about him. He's 21.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said shit to you, Kevin Nash, when you was fucking Oz. Nobody came out and said, oh no, I think that's the wrong thing for Kevin Nash to be Oz. Nope, you got a chance to be Oz and you recovered greatly from that. Nobody said shit to Kevin Nash that his whole last run in WWE was complete shit. But nope, we still hold you in high regard as the legend you are. 21. If we look at the true shelf life of wrestlers get a good 20 good years of their career. Mm-hmm. If Javon is in WWE since year 2, goddamn, like, let the young boy cook. Yeah, let him like figure it out. Like, shit. Now, it was cool when Kevin Nash had his complaints about Raquel. That was understandable. Hey, Raquel, you need to wrestle like you a big, like you a heavy. That's understandable. But to be like, oh, he needs to be more urban. He needs to be more, he's too Bojangles. Motherfucker, what? Like, goddamn.
Damn, dude is too happy.
God forbid if a black man wants to smile on TV. Shit. Like, what the fuck is really good? like we can't even smile on TV.
Like, kid's teeth too white.
Like, Javon can't be happy to be here. Like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, oh my God. Like, and it's going to be more or less when we talk about the last subject too, but we are too fucking overcritical in this goddamn IWC. Whether you a legend, whether you fans like us, whether you in the business, like, we got to start letting things cook. And then to be dismissive of, well, if he fails, he fails. Like, Give the man a chance.
That sounded like sour grapes.
Give the man a fucking chance.
It sounded like Ivan Drago, but yeah.
Like she's like, give the man a fucking 21. He will be 22 in April. Give the man a fucking chance. Start acting more urban. Like, God forbid, like I said, a black man can smile. Like, what's really good? Like, what's really good? But once again, I'm just a fan from the stands. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, hey, Javon, I don't know if you're going to ever hear this or somebody, whomever. Hey, keep doing you. I enjoy seeing Javon on the TV. I enjoy the fact that somebody who's like him was able to succeed in the way he's able to succeed. But once again, I'm just a fan from the stands. Keep doing you, young OG. And Kevin Nash, chill. Chill.
Just put the mic down, man.
Like, chill. All right. With that being said, all right, guys, we had another list, and this one's definitely been causing a stir. The Wrestling Observer newsletter had their year-end list, and boy, oh boy, has it been causing havoc and mayhem, especially when we get to one category. But as you can see, their wrestler of the year was Mystico. Most outstanding, Takesha. Tag team of the year, the Bucks of Young. Best on interviews, Hangman. Promotion of the year, CMLL. Best weekly TV show, Dynamite. Match of the year, Omega versus Gabe Kidd at Wrestle Dynasty. I didn't watch that match, but
I need to go back and watch that match.
Okay. United States / Canada MVP, Mox. The Japanese MVP, Saya Kamatani. Mexico's MVP, Mystico, Europe. Michael Oku. Let's see. Best box office draw, Cena, feud of the year. Hangman versus Mox, most improved, Harley Cameron, most charismatic, John Cena. The technical award, Zack Sabre Jr. Bruiser Brody Memorial for best brawler, Mox, High Flyer, Mascara Dorada. Most overrated, Jayward Uso.
Overrated.
Most overrated. So I can't remember how the WON awards, is it fan votes? Is it their staff? But this is the thing that I don't understand. You can call him overrated, you can call him this, but it's always funny that the things that they say you need in wrestling, but when somebody do it, then now they're the bad guy. Because Jey Uso has been doing the things Jey Uso needed to do to be in this spot. He played tag team with his brother. He became one of the best tag teams. When he had to be solo, he became right-hand man, main event. Then when he was poised to truly break out as a solo talent and then win the Rumble, oh, now he's the worst thing ever. Oh my God, he's the worst thing ever. He gets the crowd going. He sells the merch. He's entertaining. Once again, especially if we're talking about the WWE sense, he's putting the entertainment in their name. But then everybody turns on this man. And it's like, huh. You know, it's like, huh. But okay. Underrated, Beast Mortos, Rookie of the Year. Sari.
Beast Mortos is underrated feels accurate. After watching him like perform more than twice.
The best non-wrestler went to Uncle Don Callis. I would make a case for Big Stoke,
For whomst?
but I
No.
Big Stoke, but I
No
can see
hoes?
Doug Ellis. Best
Uncle Cal's
television
gets
announcer.
hoes.
Best television announcer went to Brian Danielson. I disagree. And this one has been
Yeah, I
causing
would disagree
this
as well.
one has been causing the most controversy. The worst announcer went to Booker T. That has been causing controversy. Now,
The man wants too much meat. I'm telling you.
I think one of the things I hate, because even MJF came to the defense of Booker T. The one thing I hate is I really truly hate revisionist history with things, because you feel about somebody with one regard, you just completely just kind of wipe their whole career as if, you know, they were just means nothing to the wrestling business. Because MJF said, in a lot of ways, Booker T in a lot of ways is a blueprint to me, a completely homegrown top guy with massive drawing power on Warner TV without having to have worked for Vince McMahon. If you dislike what he does in the booth, that's fine, but you guys talk crazy on Legends. Show some respect. He's earned it. Now, of course, some points of contention was they think he helped ruin Stephanie Vercure with the Devil's Kiss and his whole eyes in it. Some people is talking about the way, you know, he talks about with the women when they on the. But once again, I surmise
He's
this
gooning too hard.
No. What I surmise this as, in all honesty, the IWC is just some plain Jane boring motherfuckers. Because anytime somebody brings some type of spice or variety, they turn against it. Samantha Irvin, they turned against her. They even now turned against Pat McAfee. They turned against Mauro Ranallo. At one point, they was turning against Corey Graves. So you telling me Excalibur can run unscathed in these streets, but Booker T gets the worst announcer?
He's got it three years in a row.
When we got Excalibur, when we got Tony Schiavone.
Hey, I was about to say, I won't throw the shade on Excalibur that hard when Tony Schiavone is allowed on the mic.
But whatever.
Like, Excalibur is just your down the road, like calling, like giving the information. Man, that dude runs promos, like buy your tickets now, AEW, blah, 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 blah. Like he does that whole line of shit, and he has his purpose there. Schiavone, get the fuck off the mic.
But whatever. Best wrestling show, AEW All In Texas. Worst major wrestling show, WrestlePalooza. I fucking agree. WrestlePalooza was cheeks. Worst television show, NXT. This is the other thing that I don't get. Developmental. Y'all putting way too much weight on developmental talent. Whatever. Most discussing promotional tactic, WWE bringing back Brock. The best wrestling maneuver, Hangman's Buckshot Lariat. Worst work match of the year, Cody versus Cena. I'm assuming they must be talking about WrestleMania. Worst feud of the year, Max Caster versus Anthony Bowens. I agree. Worst promotion, WWE. Best booker, Tony Khan. And promoter of the year, Salvador Luderoth. Gentlemen, do you have any thoughts towards this list and certain things here and there?
I have one response to what you went through just now. The only thing I'm going to say about NXT being came at is because when NXT is fire, it's like, what's up? These are just developmental, huh? What's going on? But when they're getting shit on, it's like, they're just developmental. Chill out.
But you know what? I've always looked, but see, personally speaking with me, I've always put it in the same box of it's still developmental. Like, it's still developmental.
Okay. And that's fair enough then.
Like I said,
a lot of people, though.
For me,
for you. Yeah, for you, you get that slap. But the IWC, It's always like one or the other. It's always 50-50. It's like when they're up, we're all up. When they're down, hey, what do you expect? But Lip, I feel like you had something.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. You look, y'all know how I feel about these fucking awards and lists and all this other shit. They're fucking stupid. But
unless they're our tier lists.
Unless they're our tier lists.
Yes.
But in the interest of just playing along with the bullshit, let's point out a few things. Mystico, I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck you've been doing over in the promotion that you're in, but I'm pretty sure it's probably valid. Oh, he's in CML. Okay, it's probably valid. So I'm not gonna have any contention against it. So congrats, my friend. Most I said it's big old Takeshita. Obviously, come on, man. I'm not gonna go down the entire list, but let's go to this whole thing with Jey Uso. Mm-hmm. It's not Jey Uso's fault. This is to piggyback off of. Well, I'm gonna say it's not entirely Jey Uso's fault, and I'm gonna piggyback off of what we were talking about earlier when we talked about the AEW women. Mm-hmm. This is partially WWE's fault because, again, it's Jey Uso's job to get himself over in certain cases. So he's charismatic. He's very influential, especially when it comes to something as small and minuscule as Yeet. WWE locked onto that and turned that into a big thing, or rather, they put a magnifying glass on it and capitalized, which they should have. But they are the ones that turned it into Jey Uso's character. That's not his persona. He's not the Yeet Man. And they should have booked him, or they should have marketed him more than just a Yeet Man. So that's kind of on them. But at the same time, that's also on him for leaning into it as well. So that's a 50-50 split I'm going to give to them. But I think everybody's hating on Jey Uso. That is unwarranted, because that kind of goes into the same thing where it's like, hey, Roman was sitting here doing the bloodline thing. If the bloodline thing went on entirely too long, they would have got tired of Roman being champion for another year or two. It's ebbs and flows. This stuff happens all the time. It's like the same thing with it's the same thing that Daniel Bryan said when he was doing his Warrior of the Earth shit or whatever, when he was like, everybody's fickle. Everybody is fickle. Fickle ass fans. But yeah, now the Booker T thing, this is where we go ahead and we defend Booker T, because those of you old watchers and listeners of the original podcast, we had a thing called Mount Hushmore. And Booker T was on there a lot. But one thing we always said was that it's not against Booker T as a wrestler. We're just going off of what he is saying, because he would say a lot of things that we disagreed with. But it was never an attack on him. We have to understand that Booker T is doing exactly what he's supposed to do on commentary, because we all love Jerry Lawler. And he, looking back at it now, was as obnoxious as he possibly could be whenever he would scream puppies, and him and JR would go back and forth. Now, you have no disagreement with me when we talk about Booker T trying to sing Joe Hendry's theme song.
Oh, I love it. I love it. He sound like that drunk uncle who's just, I believe in Joe Hendry. I love it. I love everything Book does on commentary, personally speaking.
Okay, so then to that point, there's a level of entertainment that's there, because think about it. It's the same thing as when Mauro Ranallo was on NXT before, and then he departed. Once he departed, the matches didn't have the same feel because he wasn't on commentary. Now, when it comes to him getting stuff over, what was that? No bread, no water, just meat.
Yep.
People already saying that. The with the devil's kiss. People saying that. Trick Williams song. Whoop that trick. Everybody getting behind that.
I've heard some people say that they need to dub Booker in the song because it just don't sound right without Booker's ad libs when Trick comes out on SmackDown.
Yeah,
I like it. Yeah, that whole thing.
So we and to Scoot's point, we as a whole in IWC, we have to stop just nitpicking at things because you move too far in one direction. Because you got to understand, you may not like the certain negatives that come with it, but you also have to understand that shit wouldn't be the same without the positives that come with it either. So you can't have one without the other. So I think, just like with the Jey Uso thing, I think the hate is unwarranted. And for Book to get this same award 3 times in a fucking row, it's a little excessive and ridiculous. Yes. So I would say that I disagree with that. There's a number of things I disagree with on here, but I mean, like, come on. I think those two would be the most egregious ones. So,
but like, I just don't understand that, like, literally, that when somebody just try to bring some type of spice, some type of seasoning, some type of flair to something, oh, they're the worst people in the world whenever they do it. And it's like so y'all really just want the same old just monotonous just shit. So it's like, all right, then I guess
I think people just don't want the commentator horny jail,
I don't even think to be fair, I don't even think it's the horny jail, to be honest with you. Because I'm trying to skirt around what I really want to say. But fuck it, we here. I think the people that they hate on is a little too dark for their liking.
Ooh.
Minus Pat McAfee.
Yeah, Pat McAfee got a little melanin up in there somewhere.
But those are my opinions though. But yeah, so
yeah, apparently Pat McAfee needs to sit his ass down every now and then. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, so well, gentlemen, I guess we reached that point in the show. I already got mine, but do y'all have a get it off your chest to get off this week?
Me in particular? No, sir. Like,
Mr. Deasley, do you have one?
You thought you was slick.
Oh, I wasn't slick. I wasn't. Cause see, I knew this was going to get addressed. So let's go ahead and address it. Go ahead.
What's going on here?
He's mad that I called a draw for Takesha and Mox. So now he's going to secretly hold that against me.
Oh no! Secretly? No! I'm not going to secretly hold it.
It looks like he's going pretty public with it right now. Hold on.
But see,
I should have known because see, last year this thing happened. Well, hold up. Let me
on Dragon Ball Z.
Let me address this one thing because it didn't click to me when you said it last week because I was going to agree with you. But then I realized, no, we already had a scenario where that happened because you said, I'm just mad that I didn't pull the trigger on it during Rumble. But then I remembered I was champ last year during Rumble. And you know what I did? I sat my ass down.
Yeah, that's you.
Oh, here we go.
But you said it's something that I would do. And I didn't. You said I was mad because I didn't do it first. I didn't need to. because I
But
ran
if
the
you
gauntlet.
did,
But I didn't need to.
if you did,
Now, some people could say it's because I had the briefcase as well, but didn't matter.
So Jaeger, I'm gonna tell a story. The year is December and it is 2024. We were celebrating one Planet Nico's birthday. And we was at Bar Louie. So a young Dizzle here tells me, I will never let you see that championship again.
Ooh.
He professed to me at the end of 2024 that I will never let you see that championship again. That if I have my way, you will never get reign 13 and beyond. So, I waited, I bided my time. And remember, January, I lost the Rumble. I lost the Elimination Chamber. I lost everything. I was going to walk away. I was going to walk away and just be like, you know what? I'm a chill. I don't feel like predicting. He brought me back in and was like, well, hey, at Mania, the TPC is here. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. Whatever. I get the TPC, right? He ignited that fire in me. And from his words,
This is a
I
monster of
did
your own making.
everything he said he was going to sort out to do. I did it. So like you just said, this was his creation. He has to deal with the monster, Dr. Frankenstein. You have to deal with the monster. So now the problem is, Dr. Frankenstein, what you gonna do about it now?
Oh, now, this brings me to what was it, Saturday? This past Saturday.
Yeah.
Now, last year, Grand Slam. Now, this is where I get mad at AEW because fuck y'all for this. Y'all got to fix y'all broadcasting shit. See, the thing is, Grand Slam aired, and I found this out. Grand Slam aired earlier that day.
Oh no, I watched it on Max when y'all watched it.
And you
watched it on Max at 7:00.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
No, because I got the proof. I was watching it with Aranya while we was playing Hightail.
That's fine. But let me land with this.
Go ahead.
You were the only person that picked the draw. Now, is that out of the realm of possibilities? Absolutely not. No, sir. No, sir. No, not at all. But when I brought up the aspect of, okay, we might have to get some bonuses going because, again, it'll end up this way.
You had some confidence.
You were cool with the aspect of the bonus being who shaved their heads. But we picked the same thing. And then when I proposed one bringing in RN Jesus, you had some hesitation, but you kind of went with it. And I went with it. Yeah. And it wasn't until you asked for the scores and I said, for us, it's literally going to come down to the main event. And then you responded with, I don't see why the draw doesn't count. Now, here's the thing. Now, I can't prove that you did. But at the same time, you can't prove that you did.
That is true. And but this was the thing. What did I even propose in the chat too? I proposed something in the chat to make it somewhat fair across the board.
You know what I call that? A guilty conscience response. But it's okay because
how is that a guilty conscience response?
Because if you did do it, then you would try to pamper it with, because anybody who had the conviction of being like, hey, I know I was right in this. I picked this. I deserve it. No ifs, ands, or buts. I won't have to put the pillow down for the fall. I'd let you lay down and bust your ass. But it's okay. And this is why I'm okay with all of this, because at the end of the day, whether you did or you didn't, in this case, if you did see it beforehand and then you predicted, you have to live with the fact knowing that even if you beat my record, the asterisk is there. And at the same time, whether you did legit or did it illegitimately, you have to walk around knowing that you have to walk around knowing that you may have to try to convince for the rest of the existence of the Tag Predictions Championship who is looking at you as a rightful person with this title reign. You have to live with that, and I get to sit back and watch this shit stir.
Hey, Dizzle.
What's up?
There's only two people who was walking God's green that can guilt me or make me feel bad about anything.
Mm-hmm.
One is my mother, and two is my wife. So with that being said,
he said you ain't number 3, my guy.
So with that being said, history is told by the winners. Okay.
Oh shit! Don't make yourself sound worse now, Scoot.
Oh,
Hold on a second.
No. Because what's going to happen is, regardless of what's going to happen, whether there's an asterisk or whether I'm believable or not, it won't matter to me because the history books will say otherwise. Because see, what's going to happen is, regardless of how this plays out, it's going to eat him up to where he's going to want to try to beat the record now.
Look, man, this is exactly what I'm thinking it is, because you don't give a fuck about that asterisk. However, Lip is going to be in that corner going like, motherfucker.
Exactly. It's going to eat him up inside. See, he's going to wear that.
No. Don't try to reverse psychology.
No. See.
There's no reverse on this.
He's going to wear that. He's going to wear that nice smile that he has, and he's going to say these things, but secretly, secretly, it is official. That belt is screaming at him in the closet. It is screaming at him at this point. It is almost a telltale heart at this point. And see, it is secretly going to always eat at him that he beat my record.
It ain't happened yet. It didn't happen yet.
Well, okay, even if I come close, because what I got to survive with Chamber and wait, are we counting NXT? Or are we skipping NXT?
I don't think we,
because they announced Vengeance Day for March 7th. So are we counting Vengeance Day?
So you know what we did last year is I think there was an NXT show. I think we left it up to a vote or whatever. I think we said we use it just in case, but I don't think we had. I don't think we probably need it. Yeah, I don't think we need it because so far they only announced Joe Hendry and Ricky Saints. But besides the point, Jaeger, you know how sometimes when you playing the game and you need to win and your hands may get extra sweaty and you get that lean in the chair and then you like, I gotta focus. Do you realize the focus? Yeah. Do you realize the focus Lip Dizzle is going to have to try to take this championship from me before Tag Mania? And at the end of the day, I'm going to just sit back and enjoy it because desperation is going to start kicking in, sir. And the Hail Mary, no. The Hail Mary that you have to throw. So what you fail to understand, Mr. Dizzle, I have nothing left to prove. I am a 14-time tag prediction champion. Oh my god! Okay. I am the only man.
You would never let him touch that belt again.
I didn't. This was Juggs' fault.
No. I've had it twice since you made this proclamation. I am the only man to ever hold the TPC. I am the only man to have both championships simultaneously at one time. I have been the only person who has defended the belt at multiple shows, both, and still walked out with them both.
Damn.
Something
look at last week.
That even if you accomplish, is still behind me. Even if you do much better, it's still behind me. There is nothing. I don't need the longest reign ever. I just proved that pure dominance resides over this side here.
From
I
the
wish I could
from the disembodiment.
from the disembodiment.
I'm gonna let you know.
Please.
I didn't expect for you to come back like that. I'm not about to have 2 weeks back to back of you just having a rebuttal that makes sense.
Oh, there will always be rebuttal stuff.
No, because see, this was my week. This was my fucking week.
Go ahead.
How
I can let you have it if you want it. I can let you have it if you want it.
Oh, get the
If you
fuck
want
outta
it.
here.
If you want it. If you want it. I could just fall back. I mean, you could like easily erase all of this and just like
You think that I'm a petty individual to do something like that?
yes.
I'm a petty individual.
Yes.
I'm not petty like that.
Hey,
You,
hey,
Damn.
you have Elimination Chamber in 2 weeks. That's step 1. Revolution is on, what was it, the 15th? That's step 2.
look, I'm the king of series, homie.
That's fine. That's fine. Hey. You know how in sports today they create so many stats to make the other athletes feel better? So feel better about yourself by being the king of series. So go ahead. You know, they try to make people who don't have rings feel better about themselves. So go ahead.
I am
Go
the
ahead.
ring. The fuck?
The only thing you have is the original reign.
I don't even like when you laugh like
The original reign and currently the longest reign. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
excuse me?
Nobody cares.
I care.
Case in point, nobody.
Shut up.
Just like that, for a period in time, I had the longest reign, and that was a nice moment.
No, it never happened.
And see, now look at you trying to edit history.
No, that's not edited history. I have the records. It's right here. There was never a point. You came close.
Yeah,
You came close.
Damn, did I only? Shit.
Yeah.
Well, then, hell. All right, whatever.
Yeah,
once
you had. It
again-
was. I think when the initial longest reign was like 82 days, you had. I think it was like 73 or 75.
Yeah.
Fucking 1 week. Yeah.
But once again, whatever you do to have to quiet that voice of that golden championship that you have in the closet, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Totally fine.
Damn.
Not so.
Anything
People,
else?
you see why this whole thing has been the way that it is. Why he
Yeah.
always opens up with the best frenemies.
Yeah.
This motherfucker here, I swear.
Yeah.
I swear.
I love him to death, y'all. I love him to death. But just saying, I will try my best to retain these championships to where I can march into Tag Mania and have young Jaeger here challenge me, and we'll see what goes from there. We'll see what goes from there. But like I said, Dr. Frankenstein, you have to deal with the monster you created.
No, I will at some point. Elimination Chamber is not. That's not. Because see, the thing is, I don't have to win. You just have to lose.
That is also true. That is also true.
And
But I would've-
if that should happen, you can bet your goddamn ass that Tag Mania, it's gonna be me and you,
Fine.
TPC, and
Fine.
I will win. I will win that TPC finally,
Look,
if that's the case. But if
hey,
not, then Jaeger.
hey. So
Listen to me now,
Jaeger,
but-
hold on, Jaeger.
Okay.
So I know you watched the anime, Dizzle. I know you read the manga. Remember when they were showing Nanami's backstory and how he destroyed that bug on that woman's shoulder because she was like, it got too heavy, and she was like, damn, my shoulder getting heavy, and Nanami destroyed the bug, and she was like, oh my god, it feels so much better.
Mm.
You remember? That's probably why I got back problems, because carrying two
Oh.
championships this whole time.
Mm.
Whew. So even if I lose both of them, that is weights off my shoulders that once I get fully healed again, I get them back.
You know what?
I'll get them back.
This dude over here saying heavy is the head.
That
I ain't talking about no. I ain't talking about crowns. No. I will never talk about crowns.
Okay.
He can have his silly crowns, his scepters, his little robes, and all of these things. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything.
I ain't here for no crowns, no scepters. You can keep your little robes.
You can keep all of that.
All right.
Gold and silver, baby.
I'm
gold and silver.
I'm
gonna
let you have this one, man. I'm gonna let
a
you
man's championship.
I'm gonna let you have this one, man. I'm gonna concede to this one. I'm just gonna wait. You had your rebuttal. I give you that.
Oh, I did.
You just gave the equivalent of fucking Ben Stiller's what's his name from Dodgeball going touche.
Yeah, he got his punk ass touche. You have it. Okay. I'm gonna sit here a little uncomfortable. That's fine. It's fine. Just wait.
I want you to I want you to use it. I want your best at Elimination Chamber and Revolution. I want the best Lip Dizzle has to offer, because this is the problem. Not only do I want your best, but once again, if you fail, you lose the one thing you coveted so much.
No, it's not if I fail, it's if you win.
That's true. Because I do have Leo. Right. I do have Leo. You are absolutely right.
Yep. And I'm gonna have Orange Jesus on my side.
And look, Jaeger.
On your
that lets you know. Look, Jaeger. That lets you know the desperation. He will be just as happy if another man takes the championship, as long as I lose.
I am just stating.
It's not about
the facts.
It's not about you winning. Just as long as Scoot loses, huh?
I still intend to win. I'm stating the facts of the situation, because you can't discredit Leo and Orange Jesus for that matter.
No, we cannot.
Because here's the thing:
the best.
Maybe it's not meant for me to win the Tag Prediction Championship at that point. Maybe it's meant for me and Scoot to finally get our Tag Mania moment.
Maybe so.
But at the end of the day, this motherfucker can't leave the Revolution Chamber series with that championship.
You can't get away with this.
You can't.
Well,
I work too hard. I work too hard for that record.
We will see what Orange Jesus gives us for our chamber picks. And you know what? Since it's on camera, on film, you can even make the picks for the three of us.
Nope.
You can do
it. Because the champ is the one that has to do it.
Okay.
You know. That bees them rules.
Okay.
So it bees what it is, man. It's fine. I'm cool. Y'all cool? Everybody cool? Because I'm cool.
I'm always cool.
I'm cool.
Are you cool?
Yeah, I'm cool.
He's
the
not.
other side of the pool.
Lip is in his villain arc right now.
Looking a little warm right there, Lip.
He is.
It could be the ring light. You never know. Shay.
He is developing into his villain arc right now.
I don't.
If you want some inspiration, go ahead and look at Swerve.
No, Scoot trying to get me to go into that bag. I'm not going to. I make mistakes when I'm in that bag. I'm making those mistakes. I get a little too ahead of myself. The Dizzle Independent Championship Kingdom don't need to rise right now.
Hey,
Why, dude, you didn't have to see that was a choice. That was a choice.
Yo.
You made that choice. You didn't have to make that choice, but you made that choice.
It is what it is.
It is what
It is what it is.
I mean, it is what it is.
Look, all Jaeger has to do is sit pretty and wait for Mania. You know?
And I'm already doing one of those.
That's easy. Look at that guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, right? You know, so it'll be interesting, Jaeger, to see who you go against at Mania. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, I'm down for it either way. Y'all just need to figure it out.
Oh, we will.
Mhm.
We will.
We sure will. 100%.
So with that being said, y'all, this episode of TMI is over and done with. So I will pass the ball over there to Lip Dizzle so he can do that thing that he do oh so well.
Yes, sir. Okay, people. You already know what it is. Whether you loved it, hate it, don't forget to rate it, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave all your comments, questions, concerns down below. Go ahead and leave your punk ass congratulations for Scoot winning the shit at Grand Slam, whatever. But of course, along with that, after you do that, make sure you tag that subscribe button, tag the like button, tag notification bell. Make sure that you get updated on any and everything that we got dropping on a weekly basis. Go ahead and check out Kicking It with Leo's channel. Go ahead and check out Juggernaut's channel. Make sure you look at them, show them some love as well, because they are also a part of the T.A.G squad. Now, as I go ahead and warm up the wolf for the Too Sweet for the bros, as well as you all watching along with a good old bada 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 bam.
Damn.
And of course, until you see these handsome faces and hear these immaculate voices, we bid you all adieu. And until next time, you beautiful, 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 beautiful mother effers. T.A.G the fucketh. Ow.
Dollars make a way to make a change. Gotta be insane to make them same mistakes again. So I'm switching lane to lane. Pray to